This will be video number 11, and I'm going to start off talking about text messages and FaceTime, and then notes, and then something I forgot to mention about the search, there being a search window in the settings app. So first, I'm going to talk about text messages. You'll notice that it's green down here with the speech bubble. However, if you open it, and there are no real messages here because I haven't texted anyone. You have two ways to send texts. You can send it from this screen that comes up, filling in from here to, or hitting the compose button, and then you'll have to, I believe, type in a name, or it will recognize a name from your contacts or something. But I've already set up these two over here, which is Roger and me. So instead of typing in something here or letting it search and then typing your message in this little bar down here, I never understood why there's all this blank space, but there always is. You can just hit somebody like Roger or me, or you can add people. And so let's say you wanted to text me, and then all you'd have to do is type down here whatever you wanted. And you can either, in order to do that, you would press in there to get a keyboard, or you could press the little dictation microphone button here and dictate your texts. And iOS does pretty well at recognizing those, so I guess I could do that, but let's see if I can actually. Well, if I send another test, I'm not exactly sure how this would work. Second test, and what happened to the little microphone? Will this microphone work? Will this microphone work? Period. Yes. Period. Done. Okay. Then if I send it, I'm not sure what's going to happen if I send it because I've got everything else turned off. So I'm not going to send. But this works just like your regular text, except that this is in blue here, which means that the message went, this was the first test message that I did a long while back. And that the blue means that it is going between two Apple devices. If it's in green instead, it means it's going between one Apple device, yours, and someone else's device, which is not Apple, or it's not working for some reason. Now you see right here where it says delivered, and that's because I allowed it from my end to tell you if things have been received. If not, you may get a little red mark over on this side. And this is called an iMessage if it's blue. It will be just a regular text message if it's green. If it's blue and it's an iMessage, it would never cost you anything, even no matter which thing you had from your I can't remember the names, from your server or whatever whatever plan you had. So I'm going to just erase that. Okay. And that's the way that's done. Now, if you want to add a photo in your text message, then you would just a photo or video or whatever that is already in your photo library, or that you want to take a new photo. Let's say you want to take a new photo instead of using one of these. If you click on that, it's going to give you all the pictures that are in here are all your albums, but all photos is often the one you want to look at. So you could pick one of these and put it in there, cancel. Or you could take a photo for right now. So let's say you wanted to show me what you were having for breakfast. You could take the photo first. Now that's only showing you black, and the reason for that is because this is closed, and so the camera aperture is closed, and you can't, it's got a black thing in front of it, so you can't see anything. Or this would be showing you what you would see through your camera. You could also take a video, and you would do that by, I believe, highlighting this one as yellow, get a slightly different button there, or let's go back to photo. You can also use the reverse camera, in other words, pointing back at yourself, by clicking this, and that shows what you would see looking the other direction, which is upside down from all where I am. But that's okay. But to go back to the front-facing regular camera, you do that. And so after you've taken the picture, it would prompt you to add a comment. And if you wanted to write something in the same text, then you would just type it there. Or you would say done, and perhaps you could send a second text with whatever you wanted to say. So I'm going to cancel that. So that's the Texts app, it's a native app. And the other one is FaceTime, which is one of the things that I really like, and I hope you'll be able to use it, certainly with me and maybe with the kids or whatever. That's Apple's version of Skype. Only you can only use it between two people with Apple devices, between Apple devices. But the advantage is that it's immediate. You don't have to wait for all kinds of stuff. You don't have to set it up in some kind of difficult way. It's just immediate. So in this case, the only two people I have set up so far are Roger and me. And so if you wanted to FaceTime me, let's see what it says for information. Oh, it gives all the numbers, including FaceTime. FaceTime, the little icon for that is like a little video camera. Although you can FaceTime using just voice if you want to. That's why the little telephone thing is there. And I'm not sure. I think this is just all the information that would be listed for me and in the contacts. So I'm going back here. But in order to just FaceTime me anytime you want, you just open your iPad, click on the FaceTime. Let's see. Click on the FaceTime icon, which is down here. That's where I've put it. Remember, you can move these around if you want to. You can even move this up here. But I put the ones down here I use the most often. So you would just click on FaceTime, click on Diane, which I'm not going to do because I'm not sure how it'll work since I have everything turned off. And within, 5 or 10 seconds, there will be some sort of an alert that goes off on both devices, I think, and then I would just answer it like answering a phone and accept it, click on the green or whatever. Maybe you don't even have to click on it, I can't remember. And there will be me on the other end, and I can use either camera, either the one pointing at me or the one pointing away from me. You can do the same thing, and as soon as you're ready to stop talking, you just click there will be a red dot right in the center, and you just press on that and you're done. And it's free and it's quite good, and I am looking forward to using it. And you might be able to use it with other people, with the kids, anybody who has an Apple device. Okay, so let's go back. Next thing is this new thing that I discovered called Notes, which, as I mentioned in the last video, is able to do a lot that it wasn't able to do before. And so I've put it on the home screen just because I put things on the home screen that I thought you might use most often, on the first home screen. Okay, so this is what Notes can look like. Right now, there were only 2 that I put on here. Here is for deleting. This is for sharing with people. This is for creating a new one. This must be the ones that I already did, except there's no pictures or anything there, so I don't know. Let's try. I guess I was playing around with this on my other iPad where I have all the things that, I might be able to show you. So let's click on Compose. And now I can type. I don't know what that is. But let's type have no idea. Or you can dictate, which would be this little microphone down here. Or you should be able to do a lot more stuff, and I'm not sure how to bring this up because unless it doesn't have these features on this older version of the iPad. Oh, oops. Zoom out. Oops. Zoom out, full screen, resize, choose filter, show controller. I have no idea what this means. And I don't know how to mess with it. I think what you'd have to do to be able to use this is go just online to Google or whatever and Google something like iPad 3, put that in quotes, and then Notes app, and see what it tells you about how to use it. What is this? That's the little... Okay, well, you can obviously do something with this, but I don't understand what it is. And I don't see any way to... I mean, you can use their pre-created emojis, but, you know, mine will... You can draw and bring in photos from your photo app and keep all kinds of notes about things that you've done before or want to keep all in the same place. So obviously here I don't understand what's going on. You'll just have to figure that one out. Let's get rid of it. Come on, go up. This is a little... I'm sitting in a little awkward position for doing this. Oh no, I want to get rid of that. How do I do that? How do I do that? Press. What's going on? Resize, zoom out. Resize. No. Okay, I may just have to stop and I can't get rid of that. Okay, well, the very last thing I wanted to say, and I'm just going to do it with that little thing still on the screen, was when we went to the settings app, there is now a little window at the very top that is a search window. So if you don't know where something is in here, let's say iCloud, and iCloud actually had several things, so let's see what they'll list. So let's get this thing out of the way. Here it gives you 5 different things that have to do with iCloud, so that you don't have to just search around. You could go to each one of these and see what it is. Underneath where it says General or iCloud, Music Library, Photos, those are the ones that would be on the left. No, that may not be right. At any rate, this would be under the General selection. iCloud Drive would be under the iCloud one, and so forth. So there are 5 different things that you could pick from. But that's very handy. So you could click the X to search for something else, or you could just cancel. But that little window being up there is very handy. So I think I'm gonna stop, and the last one will probably be how to get videos in particular from your iPad up onto YouTube. There's a quick way and a longer way for longer videos if the quick way doesn't work.